Well, boys, we did it. Sunsetting is no more. Hey guys, it's Webs10 here. I'm a little late to the game on making a video on this, but Bungie has just come out with State of Destiny 2021. And there are some very, very, very good things that happened and that are mentioned in this TWAB. So I thought we'd go over it and I just explain my thoughts on it. So, number one thing, and the thing that pretty much everybody is so happy about, sunsetting has been sunset, which means that everything that at this hasn't been sunset up until this point will never be sunset at any point in the future. So Fallen Guillotine, Season 11 weapons, and I think even some of Season worthy weapons are going to be taken up to Witch Queen and beyond. This is what needed to happen. Because sunsetting, if this was implemented and planned for properly, it could have worked. But the implementation, there wasn't a plan, it seemed like, and the implementation was so pitiful and chaotic that it just completely ruined the game. And this is a change that we desperately needed. Now, this does mean that Fellwinter's Lie won't be sunset. They'll probably nerf it, like they mentioned here, but it won't be sunset. So that's kind of a bummer considering the state of PvP. But hopefully they can fix that. And something new that they're experimenting is starting next season in Season 14. They'll only be raising the power cap by 10 compared to the 50 that they used to do. I think this is going to help a lot at reducing the headache that most players have whenever they start a new season DLC, and it's like you have to grind the same stuff over and over that you've already been grinding for like years. So this is really nice. And they finally directly address multiplayer and PvP. The two big things: improving sandbox balance and upgrading the experiences. Yes, this is exactly what we wanted. This is exactly what we've been asking for. Now, they are going to be nerfing or just straight up removing the ability to go in third person mode without having actual ammo in your sword. Right now you can just 3-peek without having any ammo in your sword. You can do it at any point during PvP, and it kind of ruins the flow of multiplayer, but it's also kind of the only effective way at the moment to combat cheaters, so I don't know. It says they're going to be adjusting stasis. I don't think, personally, I don't think stasis is ever going to be balanced just because of the state they released it in. They're either going to nerf it into the ground or they're going to buff it to a crazy level. It just talks about the changes they're going to be making to the different classes. And this is good news too. They're going to double the size of the security team. With any luck, this means that we're going to be getting better anti-cheat software or just better anti-cheat methods in general, which again we need because hackers and cheaters have almost single-handedly broken the game. And it sounds like they're going to really look at trials and work to fix it. And, all of this right here, all these bullet points are good news. But as long as cheaters and hackers exist at the rate that they do in Trials, no amount of reward or mechanic fixing or adjustments is going to fix it and bring people back. People don't want to play against, well, cheaters. I mean, that's not fun for anybody. But again, this is great news. However, this should have been done ages ago. This should have been done when Trials first came out. I mean, they removed Trials from the base game in, like, what, 2018? Trials of the Nine? And it took them an entire year and a half to add back Trials of Osiris in its place. And they released it in such a dilapidated state. Like, there's no excuse for that. And I just don't understand why, after that much time in development, they still didn't get it right. But Vault of Glass is coming back next season. I'm sure that'll be fun. More raids are always good for this game. It's probably the best content in the game. I wonder how they're going to handle rewards, though. Like, are they going to bring back Vex Mythoclast? Or are they just going to bring back a few of them? Because I remember Vex Mythoclast was terribly unbalanced for a long time, and then they just nerfed it into the ground and nobody used it back in the first game. This is another interesting thing. You guys remember Ada 1 from Black Armory? She's coming back. And it sounds like they're going to be making Eververse more, I guess, accessible to free-to-play players, people who don't spend money on microtransactions. Step in the right direction, but Eververse shouldn't be there. They have their season pass, and they have Eververse, and they have their expansions. They don't need all three. It's too much money to ask. And they also mentioned that the Witch Queen expansion is actually going to be delayed until 2022. Very early 2022. Which is, in my opinion, fantastic in what they needed to do, because now they have the time to make it a worthy expansion. I am convinced that Beyond the Light was rushed. I mean, it's clear that there was hardly any content in Beyond Light. They clearly rushed it. So now that they have this extra development time, hopefully they can make the expansion worth it. And it sounds like it's, from the way they talk about it, it's the make or break moment for them. Joe Blackburn, he's assistant game director now. He did season 13, which is the current season. And he also was responsible for Season of Opulence. So this guy knows what he's doing when it comes to Destiny. I really hope they promote this guy and keep him in charge, because he is far better than Luke Smith. Luke Smith is toxic for this game. It still doesn't seem like they have a real strategy to combat cheating, but I think probably the biggest issue that contributes to the cheating is the fact that you can pick up the game for free. Destiny doesn't have a third-party anti-cheat system, so people can pretty much just do whatever they want, which sucks. I've been considering for a while now if I want to try going back to Destiny 2. I played through most of the Division 2, and all this TWAB in particular just gives me a lot of hope. and it's a lot of hope that I didn't have before. I honestly did not think that they would undo sunsetting. I am shocked that this happened, but thank God it did, because this is going to be a turning point for a lot of people. This will encourage people to come play not only just to play every season and every annual release, but encourage players who quit previously, like me, to come back. And I've been considering coming back, so I I don't I'll let you guys know if I decide to reinstall the game and play through Season 13. But that's all for now. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Also, be sure to follow me on Twitter. That's where I post updates on every content release on the channel when I stream. That's where you'll get all the updates for that. See you guys later.